Hey everybody, it's Dan. Welcome back. This will be just a little quick one, I think, sort of to tide us over until some things that are in the mail arrive probably later this week, and I'll be able to get some more review content up. And because I'm sort of, I don't want to say in a limbo state with hobby stuff because I'm working pretty frantically on different projects, but that's the problem is I can't seem to focus on any one thing. Like over here, I've got a dwarf gyrocopter that's like 95% completed that I just need to like finish up some detail work and the base on. I started building a bunch of the elves from Oathmark, so I got like all the heavy infantry assembled. I did up all the horses as Illyrian Reavers, and then I just decided to take these Victrix Greek hoplite bodies and mix in a bunch of bits to make like, I don't know, more lightly armored Lothran Sea Guards. So those will be fun. But anyway, as a result, I've mentioned before, I'm pretty big on that where because my hobby time is meant to be like relaxing and not stressful at all. I sort of, when I sit down, just work on whatever it is that pops into my head. So as a result, I end up usually with like 10 sometimes projects that are in states of half completion. So it's not great for generating YouTube content, but it does bring me a lot of enjoyment. So anyway, bear with me. It might end up that I'll have like a whole wall of hobby content posted all at once, just as a result of things finishing around the same time. But in the meantime, kind of rant aside, I wanted to talk about maybe thrift store wargaming. I'm not sure what else to call it. This came about as a result, actually, of me going to our local Goodwill thrift store because I was in search of something for our home, like a home good item that was kind of obscure. We have a really old house. It was built in the 1800s. And so as a result, there's like little corners and stuff that sometimes require unorthodox solutions from a home maintenance standpoint. So without getting into details, I just stopped by the Goodwill just to see if they had like this unique piece or something that would be, that would work well for this home repair project I was working on. But what I ended up finding instead was like some wargaming stuff. And very specifically, like the first thing I found was some Chessex dice. They were just in a little bag for $1. So I was like, all right, well, that's interesting and cool. Like, I never thought about that. But then I went back a second time, just like a week later on my lunch break. I went back another time and was perusing their book section. And this jumped out at me. So, do I play 40K? Nope. Do I play Chaos Space Marines? I guess not technically. Maybe some might argue that I do now. But at least not deliberately. No, I'm not a Chaos Space Marine player, but this was $1.50 just on the shelf at the Goodwill. And so ever since then, I've been going back just like once a week, just, as the stock rotates, just to see what they've got. And on separate occasions, I've found some board games as well. So like this game, if you've never played it, Betrayal at House on the Hill, is something that I played a lot back in like my senior year of high school and some college as well. And it's a load of fun. It is a like mystery adventure that is tile based. I won't get into the details of the game, but it's a lot of fun. And I only say that because I've wanted to have a copy of this ever since I played it when I was younger. But like new versions of this game, they have them at Target and Walmart, are like $55. And this one you can see is mostly new. Like it seems like whoever owned it before played it maybe one time because a lot of the pieces are still on these cardboard cutouts. So anyway, so yeah, this was $3 at the Goodwill and everything is included. So now I have it in my collection. And that's a lot of fun. And then I also found on a separate trip, speaking of board games, this one, which I'm not familiar with, but Privateer Press produces War Machine and Hordes. And this version of the game, anyway, appears to be complete. Like it's got all the contents inside. I won't dump them all out, but like there's a like a whole cityscape that comes with it, and then like a lot of the monsters are still like new in their bags. So anyway, yeah, great find. Another one for $3. So pretty cool. So anyway, that's sort of the takeaway here is that if you got a local thrift store near you, I recommend at least just go duck in and see what they've got. As I said, I've been going about once a week, and like half the time I won't find anything. I might find something unrelated to wargaming that I like, and I'll pick that up. But for the most part, I've just been kind of like specifically going in looking for hobby stuff. And about 50% of the time, I'll find something like this. So anyway, there you go. Food for thought. Give it a shot. As I said, I've got some stuff in the mail that I'll be reviewing, hopefully, as I said, a little bit later this week. And with any luck, I'll be able to start finishing some of this wall of hobby-related content that I've got on my desk here, but we'll see what the coming weeks and months bring us. So, as ever, I really appreciate you dropping by for this one, and until next time, happy gaming.